Hello everyone, I'm back here for the third video of today. Now we're going to talk a little more about the structure of the advantage from vantage, and also look at an essay from the book, from my book, which I wrote about the advantage from vantage. So it's very important. The book is inexpensive, $11. It's available on Amazon for sale. If you want, it's really cool because it's a self-study book. You go step by step. I'm even going to show a little bit here because I'm going to have to open it now. So here it is. This would be the book. It's in PDF here. It's an ebook. Personally, I don't really like ebooks, but you can get it in PDF as well. So take a look. It explains why this book was made. How are you going to work in this book? It talks about the sky, which I already mentioned to you in the previous video, okay? Because using the sky, you'll laugh until then. Introduction, and then it talks a bit about living abroad here within the structure that we've already learned, okay? We've gone through it. So here, more or less, look, it's just an introduction. Living abroad has become more common in today's interconnected world. While it offers, so the introduction follows the 4 steps, okay? And here I am presenting my essay. In this essay, we discuss both. See, it's the first paraphrase. And then I talked a bit about what I'm going to say in the paraphrase. Paragraphs 1 and 2, which together form my thesis. And immediately after that, I presented my IC. Body paragraph 1, obviously, I use the tell. Look, the T from tell. One advantage of living abroad is the chance to learn a new culture. Chance to learn a new culture. I was the one who made this, but I thought that maybe broaden horizons, open minds would be more comprehensive. But this works too, because new culture can include a lot of things. The E is, for example, experiencing local tradition can lead to greater cultural awareness. Okay? Explanation, I'm sorry, example. For example, people living in Japan often engage with unique customs like tea ceremonies. Link thus, which means a connecting word, okay? Or therefore, I could also use living abroad encourages personal and global growth, okay? So that was my very first paragraph using our structure. I carefully followed the steps we discussed. So take a look. In the introduction paraphrase, be sure to mention both sides and then right away, clearly present the IC. Here in this context, that's very clear and straightforward. Let me even make it bigger. It's very clear here. So the tell, what are we going to do in body paragraph 1? We're going to use the tell, the topic sentence, my topic, explain, okay? Explain my topic, give an example of my topic, and close the paragraph. And that's what I did here. So I set up my topic. My topic here is a sales one. We start with the sales one. So it's going to be a sales 111 in sales. But then it comes down, my calculation, I use my calculation, right, and followed the tell. As you can see, right after I move on to the body, it was graphone. As you can see, I also followed the TL. My topic with my disadvantage, the explanation, the example, and the link. Now let's go to the book. It's there. However, I started with however. I made it really simple like this to show that it's a contrast. I'm moving from the advantage to the disadvantage. I could have put on the other hand. However, and there are several other contrasts that we will learn and use. Okay? Calm down. Relax. We'll get there. All right? Don't worry. We'll get there. Relocating can be emotionally challenging. So I put my topic here, see? And relocating changing your habits, changing every aspect of your life would be an emotional challenge. And then I put the explanation for that. Being far from family and adapting to new customers can cause stress. See? And then I gave an example. For example, I can put, for instance, whatever is relevant. People in Saudi Arabia may find the cultural norms quite different, leading to discomfort. See? Then lastly, there's the tell link. The tell, which I don't want you to forget. The TL, this challenge may affect one's overall well-being abroad. It may affect, this is very simple. It's a band 6 or 7. Band 6 or 7. Simple vocabulary. But the grammar is nice and tidy. Everything is nice and tidy. And using the tell, very neat. Look at that. This challenges me. So I wrapped it up. I wrapped it up. And this demonstrative pronoun here, we're going to learn about it too. How to avoid repetition using demonstrative pronouns, especially. Okay? We're going to go through all these techniques as well. But now I'm just giving an overview. I'm showing you both the idea of advantage and the specific term advantage. Just imagine that for a moment. We still have opinion, direct, questions, both views, and problem solutions to look at as well. All of these are still ahead of us, and we're really just getting started. Remember, the grammar comes with all of them, helping us understand and use each part correctly, okay? Because grammar is very important, okay? And of course, alongside that, I'll be giving tips on listening, reading, speaking, etc. Don't forget to use the bot. I'll put the bot there. Use the bot for speaking, so you can start practicing right away. This bot has been trained since 2022. It's a really good bot. I've had several students who love the bot, and it goes step by step. It's all trained for the AI criteria. Okay? And then the grammar from there I discuss here in the book, which we'll go through later. Don't worry, we'll go step by step. But the most interesting part I discuss is over there on page 27. Look, I talk about the common mistakes. And common mistakes, write only yourself. So here are all the common mistakes that we'll also go over. But in the book, everything is already laid out properly. All the common mistakes from this one. I know I just read them to you. And coming to the conclusion of the essay, which obviously I haven't finished the essay, there on page 8. In the book, when you get to the conclusion, it's simply to summarize. All you have written in one sentence. In other words, sum up everything you wrote in a single sentence. Right after that, the main points, which are nothing more and nothing less than your advantage and your disadvantage without any repetition. And finally, your conclusion here. Your opinion, sorry. That's what it's saying here, right? Living abroad offers personal and cultural development, but comes with emotional challenges. So I talked about both. Here, guys, I talked a little about the pros and cons, which would be our advantages and disadvantages. And obviously what's missing here is that you need to have an opinion. You have to have one. Personally, on the other hand, after giving it some thought, I discussed the mistakes of this particular example, this one here specifically. So one of the things that's missing is the opinion. So we have personally, comma, I believe that. Then you will give your opinion. So these are the 3 essential steps that are part of the conclusion. Summarize both views, final comment, which would be the main topics, and your opinion. Your opinion, and don't forget to focus on both sides, both the advantage and the disadvantage. Keep it totally informal. Don't use first person. Use linking words, which is very important. This is part of cohesion and coherence. So you have to use where it's at the end as a read, which I will still provide. For instance, the language has to be as impersonal as possible. In other words, completely avoid personal pronouns. I, you, he, she. Avoid contractions. And don't leave sentences vague, like education is good. Oh, really? It's good. It's good for what reason? Why are you saying that? When? Where? Why? You have to explain. There's no point in leaving sentences vague. Grammar, using the gerund, using adverbs and word formation, which I haven't given you yet, much less adverbs. It's all in the book. The adverbs are very interesting and we will use them. 250 words, okay? Minimum. And 40 minutes for all of this, okay? I'll see you in the next video, not today, but next week, okay? And then we'll work on linking words and we'll also work on stress, which is really cool. And I'll show you the linking words at the same time. With a text about stress, I'll even have you do the essay and then I'll do and discuss the essay with you, okay? So I'll see you next week. Remember, there are 1, 2, 3 videos today talking only about structure, which is what we need right now. Okay? Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.